What have you found, Mr. LaForge? Captain, it looks like Tasha may have been left here very recently. How? We have evidence for Romulan phaser fire. You're certain the Romulans were here recently? I'd say no longer than a week ago. But we have to run more tests to be certain. What kind of tests? Dr. Crusher found Tasha's body was emitting tachyons. Tachyons? Yes, she assumed when she saw Data's tricorder readings that this was because the area was filled with tachyons and she was merely leaking what she had absorbed. If we run another scan of her body and find that the tachyon leak has subsided, then we can assume that the doctor's findings are correct. However, I think you are going to find that the tachyon emission is constant. Which means what exactly? She's sending and receiving transmissions. Do you have a plan, Mr. LaForge? Yes, sir. Good. I want to send a few probes out to create a tachyon detection grid. Like we did during the Klingon Civil War. Exactly. The cloaked Romulan ship entering the grid will disturb the tachyon field and we'll know exactly where it is. You said you believe Tasha is sending and receiving transmissions via tachyon emissions. Yes, sir. Is there any precedent for this kind of communication? No, not that I'm aware of. Do you believe Tasha is aware of these transmissions? No, sir. I don't believe she is. Picard to Counselor Troy. Yes, Captain. I need you to escort Tasha from her room to sickbay immediately. Is there a problem? We will discuss this later. Picard out. Picard to Dr. Crusher. I'm sending Tasha to sickbay. Alert me when she arrives. Picard out. Mr. Worf, prepare 3 probes to be launched. We are created. There is an energy reading 800 meters ahead. Raise shields. Shields are now up. Serve damage to decks 7 and 8. Return fire. Evasive maneuvers. Tasha, we have to... Tasha! Fire photon torpedoes. Their shields have failed. Security to the bridge. Weapons have been disabled and our shields are lowering. Tasha! Greetings, Captain. Seela, what is the meaning of this? I see you met with my mother. Now that she has control of the bridge, she will pilot the Enterprise back to Romulus, where I will deliver the Federation flagship to the Senate as a gift. The Federation will avenge this. That will mean very little with the Enterprise and her crew display in the Romulan capital. The psychological blow to the Federation will be profound. I assume the Romulan High Command is unaware of your activities. Assume what you will, Captain. All that matters is that I am now in control of your ship. And you've turned your mother into some sort of bioweapon to do it. My mother's fate is no concern of mine. She is human. Captain, I've blocked all tachyon emissions from the warbird. Tasha, are you alright? Yes, sir. Shields are back online, Captain. Return fire. Directed. Their weapons array is now offline. The ship has entered warp. Welcome back, Lieutenant Yar. You saved the ship. Ah! What's happening? Crusher, report to bridge with a medical team. Yes, Captain. At least now my death has a purpose. Data, I am here. How is Jordi recovering? Well, he should be out of sickbay within a few days. Good. Mr. Data, what are your findings? It appears that the Romulans had altered Tasha's DNA. Her introns were mutated to sand and received tachyon emissions. When the warbird left the system, the particle stream ceased. It appears that her DNA was messed up so that when the particle stream ended, so did her body functions. Her body will be returned to Earth for burial. I suppose we should be on our way to Starbase 112. Dismissed. Captain. Yes, Mr. Data. You were with me when Tasha passed on. The final word she spoke was my name. I was wondering, do you have any idea why she may have chosen to say my name as her final statement? Perhaps she felt comfort in your presence. You did spend a fair amount of time with her in her hours before her death. Perhaps you're right, Captain. Come. How are you, Jean-Luc? I requested that Tasha be assigned to the Enterprise those years ago. She was one of the bravest people I've ever known. Now we have lost her for a second time, just as it seemed that she has returned to us by some miracle. I guess some things are never meant to be, some things aren't. But we should be happy for the things we do have. Riker to Captain Picard. Go ahead, number one. You wanted me to notify you when we are an hour away. Yes, thank you. Picard out. Some things are never meant to be. Adieu, Natasha. Welcome, my friends. You're here now watching this image of me because I died. It probably happened while I was on duty, and quickly, which is what I expected and what I wanted. Never forget, I died doing exactly what I chose to do. What I want you to know is how much I loved my life, and each of you who shared it with me. You are my family. Whoever I was before Starfleet, where I came from, isn't important. I've been blessed with your friendship and your love. Hey Data, what are you watching? Mr. Data. Android. Robot. No. You see things with the wonder of a child, and that makes you more human than any of us. I love you just the way you are. No goodbyes, just good memories, my friends.